Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to my channel, Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for August 31st, September 1st, 2nd, 3rd, Monday through Thursday for my Capricorns. How are you, my Capricorns? I hope you are wonderful, and thank you so much for all your prayers and well wishes. We came home on Friday. I was just so tired that, that I just slept. But thank you. And my husband is doing well. I shouldn't just say that I was so tired. It's not all about me, right? Right. But anyway, thank you again for all your prayers and well wishes. Now, you know that when I'm doing my Monday through Thursday readings, I'm using again my two Radley Valentine decks. I am using my Archangel Power Tarot cards for the main reading, and then I'll pull one from my Angel Tarot cards. I've prayed, meditated, and infused both decks with Reiki energy. But remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like. Leave the rest. Remember that full moon on the 2nd. I think it was at 1:21 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in Pisces. So dig deep with Pisces. It's going to be interesting. I have 3 cards face down. The third one is reversed. It has a stronger energy. I am an intuitive channeler. I open myself up to higher power. Whatever the message is that needs to come through, it just does. So let's see what we have Monday through Thursday for my Capricorns. First card up is the King of Raphael. Okay, this is an emotional card. Emotional, this is water energy. This is our Scorpio, Pisces, and our Cancer energy. Emotional, fluid, but this is like the king, and this is the king of emotions right now. Now, a lot of times this is about trusting your heart, but I'm going to also say this is going to be about trusting your intuition also. That little thing, remember there's always there's a difference between wishful thinking and intuition. Many times over, it's because we want it so badly that we tend to think wishful thinking. But, so that's when we get into relationships that may not necessarily be healthy. And when somebody asks, and relationship can be your work, job, career, believe it or not, it can definitely be a toxic workplace here. It can be, personal, interpersonal, intimate, and it can even be family or your home life too. But a lot of times, this is about trusting your intuition over your wishful thinking. And, many times when somebody comes back and says, well, weren't there some red flags? And you're like, oh, there were tons. It was like, just walking down the street and they were throwing the red flags down. But I wanted it so badly that I avoided them, that I didn't think about them. So a lot of this is about you, again, I'm going to always say this, connect with your higher power, guardian angel, spirit guide, voice of the universe, your divine. Ask, meditate, is this where I'm supposed to be going? And then trust your decision, but look at it as, is this wishful thinking or is this intuition? Okay? But this is about trusting your gut. This is about trusting your intuition, trusting what you're feeling like you should do and where you're being directed. It's that little voice that tells you for no reason, and it makes no sense, to go and, go turn right instead of going straight. Okay? Listen to that. Now, that's not necessarily easy for Capricorns. You do have a very strong connection with divine. You're a little bit more on that legalistic because you're an earth sign too, so you want to feel it, you want to touch it. So this could be a little bit difficult for you to get into that state of mind. But this Monday, Thursday is a great time, especially with that full moon, for you to let that come in. And again, too, being an earth sign, the full moon is in Pisces, that's water, let that nourish let the water come down. Now, we don't want it to be a hurricane, and we don't want it to flood, okay? So just that nice water, just so that it just softens your ground a little bit, softens your thoughts a little bit, okay? But I'm really going to say this is going to be about you trusting that internal voice that you feel, that you hear. Okay. Yes, the King of Raphael, warm, generous, honorable, refined. Yes, it is safe to trust, the ability to accomplish many things at once. Follow your creative passions. Now, that's something else too, is that my Capricorns, you are more creative than what you think you are or what you show to other people. And this is kind of that, you use a lot of that right the right brain, left brain, right? The right brain, okay, now I'm going to get this all totally. The right brain is, that's more the logical thinking, and the left brain is more the creative thinking. Or it's vice versa. You can look that piece up, but you know what I'm talking about too. But the thing is, let that creative side of you come out too. Let that, it doesn't necessarily, I'm not necessarily feeling vulnerability here. And because I know that I know I do feel vulnerability a lot for my Capricorns, but this is kind of letting that other side of you, at least you acknowledging that other side. Okay? Okay. Anyway, let's go to our next card. Here we are, the Knight of Ariel. Now, Ariel is your energy, along with Taurus and Virgo energy. Solid, something you can touch. Could be your home, someone. A lot of times it has to do with your money with your job with, or a career or an opportunity. But again, whatever this intuition thing is, it's kind of like, I'm feeling like you need to trust in whatever this is. I do feel that there's a lot of building going on. I feel like there's a lot of foundations being set also for some of my Capricorns out there. And the Knight of Ariel, this is kind of, to me, again, trust your intuition, know the difference between intuition and, wishful thinking. And also that creative side too, and then work on that a little bit. Go for that a little bit. This is kind of that, that it's not, I kind of feel like my Capricorns, that you have these wonderful entrepreneurial ideas that you just say, oh, well, maybe later, or maybe another day, and yet when will that day come? Okay? So this is trustworthy, understanding, devoted, funny. There is so much to accomplish. Make a very detailed plan, being watched over by someone kind. Your last card reversed, the Lovers, Archangel Raphael. Now the Lovers could be, again, about, an intimate or personal relationship, but it could also be about you joining with another, another part of those three relationships I talk about. But the Lovers also have some, healing energy to it. Archangel Raphael is the angelic healer, okay? Mental, physical, emotional, spiritual type of healing. So this is like coming into your own self. This is kind of like this is coming to that step where we are closer to what we are being created for, and does that make sense to you? I don't know, to my Capricorns, it's like being truer. It's like you doing you to that truer extent. Okay, I'm feeling kind of that for you right now. You touching into, it's this Monday through Thursday, and it probably is that full moon in Pisces. It's you being more organic, you being more real to who you are. Anyway, make choices from your heart. Deeply emotional commitments, the power of love. Okay, now again, I'm not necessarily feeling vulnerability. I'm feeling more, and actually I'm feeling more empowerment than vulnerability here. Okay, hope it makes sense. Like I said, when I tell you that, I'm an intuitive channeler, I don't have to understand. I do not have to understand the message. It just comes to whoever it is. So my job is just to tell you the message. Okay, we actually have a couple of cards that fell out. So we're going to do all of them. Okay, interesting. All four are reversed. Strong energy. Now the first two are face down. The other two are not. They're face up. So let's see what we have. First card. I'm feeling kind of like this is the hidden message. This is what's going on underneath. Here we go. First card. The Awakening. Oh, this is really interesting. This is super, super interesting when you see the two cards that are up. So Archangel Gabriel. Now, Archangel Gabriel is the messenger, the divine messenger. So, that you could be hearing news. You could be coming to a bigger understanding of whatever. Now we always, I feel like many times as we go down our path, there are lots of times that we have places of steps, or we go from one level to that next level. We're still going forward because that's how we go forward, our time is linear. So we still go forward into time, but this is kind of those aha moments. This is kind of like, oh my gosh, I really see it. So this week, actually, when you see the last two cards, this week is going to be kind of a momentous time for you, my Capricorns. Now I know that Jupiter's been in Capricorn, but I think it's been retrograde. It's going to be going direct, I think, in another 10 days, I think that, so soon. But it's slowing down now. And Jupiter is about expansion. Jupiter's good luck. So there's going to be this kind of clarity with this energy for you too. So look at things from a different perspective. A temporary standstill. It's important to be yourself. Your next, and again, I'm feeling like these ones that are face down are the hidden cards. Here we go. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is kind of freaking me a little bit. Not in a bad way. Not in a bad way. But when you see the next two cards, this is the World. Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael is the warrior, the protector. I feel like the sword, he's the one that yields the divine sword, cutting away the baloney from the truth. Now the wheel and the number 10 is transitioning, things moving forward for you. So imagine this too, a lot of times when planets go direct, right before they go direct, they have to slow down a little bit. And they have to kind of, it's like they have to kind of regain their balance. And then they slow down, they stop, and then they go back, okay? So you may be covering some of the ground that you just covered, but yet again, I feel like there's there's clarity. I now know why I went through this, or at least some of this. We don't have all the answers, but it's like some of the answers are being shown, okay? But this is good transition for you. Now, a time of positive change, a situation suddenly moves forward. Fortune is on your side. Remember Jupiter, fortune too. Okay, now this is the next two cards, and this is why I was kind of like, oh, this is very interesting. The next two cards that are face up, but they are also reversed, are both angelic power cards. So here we go. Our next one is the World, Archangel Michael. And these are the four that flew out, okay? So Archangel Michael, we've talked about that already. There is that 20, that 1, 2 has a crossroad to it, decisions. 1 has new beginnings. So here you had this 1 and the 2. So new beginnings with a decision. Here you have a 1, new beginnings, but then you have a 10, transition. And now you have a 2 and 1, which is again, decision and new beginnings for you too. So this is the World, Archangel Michael, a job well done, joy, contentment, gratitude, the path towards enlightenment. And that's where, that aha moment. And your last card is, again, this is reversed. Here we are. This is the Sun, Archangel Uriel. 1, again, that new beginning. So if we go back to the 10, transition, 9 something has to end in order for that new beginning to happen, okay? Happy outcome, brilliant new ideas that lead to success. Have confidence in yourself. So again, it comes down to, that something I feel really, something really strong for you, my Capricorns. Connect with your higher power. Make sure, remember that full moon, release, relinquish, request, write things down, and put that up. I tell people to put it up on their refrigerator. I mean, I did that for about 2 years, and then, I'd look at it every day. And then one day I'm like, you know what? That actually, check. Okay? Okay. So really strong stuff for you this week, if you want to use it. Remember, these are always your choices. So, my Capricorns, wrong hand. Please remember the button down there. Please like, share, and subscribe. As always, my Capricorns, know that you are loved. Stay safe and be blessed. Bye-bye.